At the end of day 2, we stop and calculate what our inventory carrying costs are. The number of subassemblies between the workstations is greater in day 2 than it was in day 1. The total number of subassemblies is now 73. This works out to a cost of $1,460,000 for the 16 parts used, $675,000 for the 8-pin parts used, and $72,000 for the 4-pin parts that are used. The total worth of the SBAC inventories is $2,207,000. We get charged 2% monthly for the carrying cost of having this inventory. This works out to $44,140 per month. It is a substantial amount to be paying out, and SBAC realizes that they still have challenges that need resolving. Let's take a look now at our cycle times between workstations. We mentioned earlier that our takt time is 17.9 seconds. This means that all of our cycle times should be less than 17.9 seconds. We observe that SBAC has achieved this goal with 4 out of the 5 workstations. Workstation 3 is still producing at a cycle time that is higher than the takt time. This is enough to hinder the company from producing the 24 airplanes that need to be guaranteed before they can accept their new contract. Here is a graph comparison of day 1 versus day 2. Day 1 has 3 workstations not meeting up to the required takt time. Day 2 has only 1 workstation unable to meet this takt time. An apparent solution to day 2 is that an extra operator could be placed at workstation 3 in order to bring down the cycle time and meet production goals. Unfortunately, this would not eliminate the large amount of inventory scattered throughout the plant. This still poses problems in the areas of scrap cost and inventory carrying cost. Another issue is, all of this inventory lying around gives rise to the presence of the 7 wastes. This, in of itself, would jeopardize SBAC's ability to guarantee their customer 24 airplanes a day. It becomes obvious then, a better system is needed. 4 of the 7 improvements were implemented during day 2. This has not yet yielded the desired results. In day 3, we will add the rest of our improvements, thus achieving a more complete lean system. We will rebalance the workload. Operators are given new instructions to follow at their workstations. Watch the visuals in order to get an idea of their new job descriptions. Reduce the lot size from 5 to 1. In this case, the queue of the next downstream operation becomes the Kanban, or the signal. All operators must adhere to the following rule. There must never be more than one plane in an operator's workstation, and one plane in the queue of the workstation downstream from the operator. Once the queue has been emptied, the operator can place his or her completed subassembly into it and begin work on the next one. Pull from the customer. By using this one batch and queue system, we have created pull. This, in turn, triggers a chain reaction wherein each of the workstations is signaled to build one more in order to replenish the supermarket. In the next section, we return to our Lego simulation for the third day of work. Management is excited about the prospect that this time their goal should most definitely be reached. The task of successfully building 24 airplanes is now in sight.